DoorDash, I'm proud of you, Miss Latoya. Let me just say that, first things first, because when I stumbled across your videos, I mean, it was exactly at a time that it came across my timeline where I needed to see it. I needed to see it. And I'm not going to say which time I came across, but it's been about a month ago. I needed to see it. I needed to see it. This is my 5th year on YouTube. Really quick, if you're new here, my name is Jessica, and I teach people how to smell good all day long. The bonus is I love Jesus too, and I'm not just saying it. And so when I came across her, I know she covers where she used to drive for DoorDash and do food delivery, which is, there's no shame in that. It's legal, you good, period. Making a good, honest living. And so outside of me teaching you all how to smell good all day long and sharing all these hygiene tips, outside of that, I have been in the working space for at least a good 10 plus years. And I've seen a lot. That's how I was able to identify with seeing her 9 to 5 video and speaking about her experience with DoorDash, speaking about her experience with 9 to 5, working in certain industries where you have to speak to people. All this stuff like this is because I'm just like, she's sharing that and it's so relatable. But then I have the other side of it, is because it's just only on the surface for the reason why I teach people how to take care of themselves, how to smell good, how to recognize what's on the back of these bottles, learning how to read your labels and understand that if this ingredient is in this, then you might be more prone to, you see what I'm saying, allergic reaction, all that stuff like that. On the back side of it that y'all haven't seen is I've been in the working space for a little over a decade, and there's a lot of truth to what Miss Latoya is saying. And so when I see her come along and say this, I'm just like, it kind of brings the puzzle pieces together that even if you're going through the same thing, you're not alone. I started my YouTube channel at a point where I was transitioning temporarily from one type of working style to another. I'll say it like that because I can't say what it really is just yet. And so I hit the ground running with the YouTube channel just pre-COVID, right along that little space. And so to see somebody talking about the reality of working 9 to 5, let me just go on the record of this. If you do not take care of yourself working a 9 to 5, you will get ran into the ground if you let them, because it's fine having that extra cash. But they also tax that OT. They actually tax that overtime. And you have to think about, is the extra money, is the extra coins actually worth it? I have a lot of testimonies. They're not stories, testimony. I got a lot of testimonies to tell, a lot of experience to tell, that whenever I'm allowed to tell them, there's a lot that I have seen that comes with working a 9 to 5, even prior to me starting YouTube, hiccups, that I'm like, I was able to see both sides of what it is 9 to 5, and then also transitioning and doing something outside of work. A lot of times that you go and find something, if you have a life outside of work, whatever that is, long as you ain't hurt nobody, doing nothing crazy, and it's legal, it's legal, then sometimes some people aren't the happiest with that. And they just happen to be the folks that you also share office space with. And so when I saw Miss DoorDash, Miss Latoya's videos, I was just like, man, I thought long and hard before I decided to make this video, because I didn't want it to be that, well, you're just only making this to clout chase. Baby, I'm not even worried about that. I had to get permission to share this. I am definitely not only inspired. When you see a person like herself, all they know how to do is work. And I identify with that, let me tell you. Man. And then you finally get an opportunity to rest, get some good rest. We don't mean being lazy. We mean actually taking time to just go through your day and don't do nothing. So there are some people that are also working people, and they have the audacity, they will get mad at you. They will internalize when you finally get a break. Take that vacation, no matter what that looks like. and they'll call y'all manner of names. First of all, that's not gonna take you any further. That's not gonna benefit you at all, because you could get the same thing. You've been putting the work in. You got that time off set up. You take that time off. Why are you refusing to take the time off? Why are you refusing to take a good hot bath after you get off work? Why are you refusing to take have a good hot meal after work? Why are you refusing to stop and rest? It makes me think about, there was a point in the Bible, God brought it to me earlier today. I forgot the man's name, but I think it might have been in the story where he was fighting this miserable dictatorial type of queen, okay? Whose first name start with a J, okay? Bible heads know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you can look it up. He was so exhausted from the fight, from doing the work that God called him to do, that, baby, God said, have something to eat and sleep. He woke up, he was refreshed, and he caught a second wind. Just from that, it made me understand the power of rest. And that's what I see what Miss Latoya is doing. There's power in rest. There's a reason why I go so hard on this channel talking about taking care of yourself. It's one thing that you see one side of it and you don't see that I'm in the workforce, because I've rarely shared it on this channel. But when I'm allowed to, I'm going to share the other side of what it means to care for yourself. So if there's anything else I want to leave with you, and especially Miss Latoya, Miss Dodash, please keep going, and please make sure that you focus on continuing to be the best version of yourself. And congratulations on the weight loss, because that's a lifestyle in which you have to pull back and sacrifice what you want to eat, what you want to do, for the results that you want to get. So I congratulate you on that, because I recently lost some weight myself. It took a lifestyle change in my eating habits. It took a lifestyle change in my sleeping habits, in me having to pull back, like, you know what, I'm going to stop going out here. I'm going to stop speaking with this person, going out with this person. Wasn't nothing wrong with the person. It's just that I now have to pull back and have tunnel vision and make sure that I get to the goal of, I want to get this weight off. See, this is the other side of self-care that I'm just now sharing, that it all works in together. Me doing the shower routine is one area. Me doing the shower routines is one area of it. Me doing the hygiene tips is one part of it. But here's the other side, because 9 out of 10 of us, percentage-wise, are working class people, and that's the other side of it. If you're only showing one side of it and you don't give them the other side, and that's where I've been coming from, it's like you need the complete package. That's what you need. That's the other side of it. So although I've not shared my working experiences, you've still gotten, even in year 5, even up until then, you've gotten what it's like from a working class person that's been in the workforce for a little over a decade, what it means to take care of yourself. A lot of times I was in the working sphere during those times. Majority of the time I've had my YouTube channel, I've been in the working space. I've just not been sharing it. So it's really refreshing to see it from Miss Latoya, Miss Dodash. Keep going, keep focusing on what God has called you to, and keep focusing on becoming the best version of yourself. And congratulations on all the progress you made, because when I saw your videos, it encouraged me to keep going. With most of us being working class people, and we see somebody else that make it, and we want to see them win, I root for people like that, because I can be in the same space. It just counts on God's timing and God's orchestration. If y'all would like to see more videos about how to take good care of yourself from a person that is, I've already expressed how long I've been in the workforce. You are welcome to, and not pressured to. On either side, I'm going to link you to a playlist to get started, only if you want to. Until next time, from the Brave family. Love you. When I think about love, it's one of the bravest things that you can do. It is patient. It is kind. It does not envy or boast. And it'll keep you on the coast of not being rude or self-seeking. Nor is it easily angered or seething mad. And it keeps no records of wrongs. It has no pleasure in evil, but it rejoices in the truth. And most of all,